You are now listening to Barcode Boys.
Y'all funky ass up, y'all know the routine.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm back with lawyer, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about peace that's unfolding. Hey, I just need God to come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the have-nots mascot.
Morning. Some regular guys and gals having some real conversation.
Good
Your
morning.
funky ass up. You know the routine. What's good with the family?
Top of the morning.
What's good with the family, man?
What up?
We got some breaking news this morning, man. I just said this shit like 2 minutes ago.
Breaking news.
Yeah, it's breaking news. Yeah, they done locked that nigga up, man. They ain't playing about these fouls, man.
They ain't over there.
They went and locked that dude up, dog.
Overseas, they ain't playing.
They took all his houses, his allowance. Yo, he
on his 66th birthday. What a surprise!
Yeah, they went happy birthday, nigga.
God,
He knew it was coming though.
That's why they tried to get ahead of it. They tried to get ahead of it, man. You see, I'm starting right off, man. It's breaking news.
You going right for it?
Yeah, breaking news, man. We ain't even gonna sit around playing, man. It's breaking news. How y'all feel about that, though? Y'all think, United States needs to get on board with what's going on?
Of course.
Who arrested him, E?
I mean, they arrested him in his. I don't even know if they arrested him in this country. They might have arrested.
Oh, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
they might have arrested him in Dubai. They went and got him though. Whoever went and got him.
It was their military.
I don't know if it was their military that went and got him.
It could have been our people going to get him and extraditing him back over here, son, right?
Nah, I don't think they doing that because they ain't doing nothing on their own accord about people that's in the Epstein files.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like, it's still people running around out here right now.
No, he was at home. It says at his estate in London.
Oh, the UK.
Oh, so he was still playing around the UK. I thought they were sending him to Dubai. I thought they told him he gotta get out of here, man. I tell you what, man, it's real.
But they did. It was a few other people too that they stripped their titles last year over there because of the associations that came out. And I think the premise was because they were in public office at the times that they have been accused. So that's a huge, huge crime over there if you're serving under the royal court.
Right.
You're accused.
Right.
So even though they're not there anymore, they still can be held liable.
Nah, it's bad, Jay. The more I think about it, they eating humans, bro.
Jason, this is the thing I'm saying, yo. I'm like, yo, why nobody reading them, yo? It's been some stuff going on yesterday, man. Yesterday, I'm about to get into it now. I'm starting off hot. I'm coming in hot. We're going to cool off towards the end, man. I'm coming in hot, though, man, because this is outrageous what's going on, yo. And I'm like, yo, when are they going to start trying to get ahead of it? There ain't no getting ahead of this. Everybody need to be held accountable, bro. Everybody need to check this out.
Those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children. So I encourage your press to go look at these allegations. And I'm highly disturbed that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just got the law wrong. Yesterday, he said, essentially, that it is not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's actually not correct. If Jeffrey Epstein was human trafficking minors for these sex parties, and you show up and patronize the establishment at that party, yes, you're guilty, because patronizing is part of the law, the federal sex trafficking law. So Deputy General Taubman just got that wrong, which maybe explains why they aren't investigating all these folks, including Donald Trump. He needs to read the law and investigate these people. He also needs to resign, not only for not knowing the law, but a massive, not only screw up, but the biggest privacy violation in history. They release a lot of pictures of minors unredacted, just violated the privacy of these girls. It is uncalled for what they did. The one thing that they could not do under this law was to invade the privacy of these women now, who were girls at the time, who were victims of sex trafficking.
Hey, Natalie Hayward. Yo, man. Hold up. First, I want to say, did MAGA hear what he said? Because they be saying I be trying to get on Trump. But did MAGA hear what he said? That's the unredacted files he talk about. Did MAGA hear what he said? Yeah. You know, the Senate, the Senate, they want him out of there, man. They officially called for Donald Trump removal under the 25th Amendment. It's just about time to go. They trying to get him up out of there, man. They need to. Peace, Ohio. They need to, though. They need to.
We have some major breaking news. We just learned that Donald Trump's Department of Justice removed 3 interviews from the Epstein files with a victim who accused Donald Trump of assault. This is according to journalist Roger Sollenberger, who on Sunday also reported that the FBI interviewed this victim who accused Donald Trump of doing this, and they found her to be credible, and that some of the DOJ's files for this woman appear to be missing from the government's database. However, he says, I have now found DOJ records showing that the FBI did not just interview this woman once. The FBI interviewed this woman at least 4 times. But the DOJ's files associated with those records, which was a document cataloging information that the government provided to the counsel for Ghislaine Maxwell during her trial, has apparently been removed. He also talks about how if you look up her case number 3501.045 in the Epstein files, a lot of those files are missing. This woman also received a settlement from the Epstein estate, and you don't receive settlements without having evidence of a crime. So this woman, who was a girl at the time, between 13 and 15 years old, accused Donald Trump of assault. The FBI interviewed her 4 times. They deemed her credible, and now 3 of the 4 interviews are missing from the Epstein files.
Can somebody tell me, how is this guy still president? Even with just accusations, even with just the accusation, how's he still president?
Because we put him there, Ekim, is not a question. It's like, we knew it was happening. We knew decades ago that this man was capable of, but they still voted for him twice to be president.
From my understanding, Les Wexner testified yesterday, but I don't know how sure that is. I ain't seen nothing really on it.
You know what, Jason? That was one of the reasons why I stopped looking at the Epstein files, because they kept redacting all the accused, but leaving the names of the accusers in the files. That doesn't make any sense.
You know what that was about, right? Like me, what I would think is, let me say what I think is about. They want him to be eliminated.
Yeah.
That was a direct threat. We're gonna release y'all names to the public and see what y'all do. Y'all gonna still keep playing?
And do you know those victims show up to those hearings with Department of Justice and they do not interview them? They do not hear their story. These people sit there at those hearings all day, every day they had them, and the Department of Justice would ignore them.
You know what's crazy? For the last 3 hearings, it's only been one Republican that's been there, and that's Republican Massey, the guy Massey, the one who him and the Indian looking guy they came with the Transparency Act, the Epstein Transparency Act, them two guys. But he's the only one showing up. It's not no Republicans showing up in the building. Like, how you don't even just come to support the victims? The victims there every time. They trying to see everything that's going on. Man.
Hey,
United Nations Human.
You get me? Nope. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, yo, wasn't Bill Clinton impeached for Monica Lewinsky?
Yeah, getting a little, yeah.
All right, so I get what you're saying when you're saying how is he still president? Like, you know what I mean? It has to be it's just insane that be hearing these type of allegations and knowing he has all of these felonies and hearing all these it's just I don't
know what I'm gonna say, yo?
How we can't get him out of there.
You know what I'm gonna say too, yo?
Why can't we get him out of there?
I'm gonna say this too, for real. When people start getting locked up, ain't it past allegations? If other people are getting locked up and get arrested, Prince Andrew ain't the first person locked up. They locked up a prime minister, an ex-prime minister. Like, they locking these people up. Like, when people start getting arrested and you're involved with the same thing, when we gonna get past the accusations? You in the fouls more than everybody else.
But being president make you above the law, right?
No, it doesn't.
Like,
I mean,
no, it doesn't.
What it look like to y'all? Y'all tell me what it look like to y'all.
That's what it look like to me, yo.
It look like the president is above the law, like way above the law. We talking about way, way above the law.
But you know what, though? Even though Bill Clinton was impeached, he wasn't removed, right? Mm-hmm. So they still remain their term as president. It is up, and matter of fact, Donald Trump, we impeached him twice his first term. That was 2019 and 2021. He was impeached twice, but still remained their term and still got elected again. That in itself should tell you what this country stands for. But what happens is once they're impeached, it's like the impeachment is the charge or the indictment, right? Mm-hmm. But the Senate is the ones who actually prosecute and charge. The Senate is run by Republicans.
Yeah.
They didn't charge Trump back in 2019, 2021. They're not doing it now if he get impeached again. And they know that. That's why he stacked the Senate with Republicans.
Yeah. I mean,
and they trying to rig the vote, the upcoming vote.
To keep the Republicans in charge because they know
like he's trying to overthrow the government too.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to.
You might as well say he's overthrowing the government because he's breaking the law and ain't nobody doing nothing. Ain't nobody doing nothing. So I don't know what you call that. If it ain't overthrow, I don't know what it is. Having your way. But we ain't done with them.
United Nations human rights experts just finished a review of the 3.5 million documents that the Department of Justice released because of Thomas Massie and my Epstein Transparency Act. What they found is genuinely revolting. They found instances of sexual slavery, of forced disappearances, of torture. They concluded that it could be, quote, crimes against humanity. And they said that the Department of Justice did not comply with the law and had excessive redactions. That is why today I'm calling for three things. First, the Department of Justice must set up a special prosecution committee to go after those in the Epstein files that are accountable. Second, the Speaker must set up a select committee to have Epstein hearings where every person who went to that island is called in towards Congress and testifies. And finally, we must have a full release of the Epstein files, not protecting the predators, but protecting survivors.
Yo, do crimes against humanity get you the death penalty?
For regular folks, yeah.
I was about to say these type of crimes should be the death penalty.
Do you hear what they saying though? Like I keep saying to myself, like are people hearing what they saying? This sound like some shit you see in a movie.
Yeah, it does. The movie coming out. I keep telling y'all it's coming. It's on its way. Somebody putting it together right now.
Yo, this is ridiculous, yo. And I'm saying to myself, like, yo.
Me in the movie right now, Fly. Like, what? What? Like,
I'm saying to myself, like, this guy though, right? Albert and the Fly, this guy has been calling for death penalty for certain crimes, right? And we done heard him get crazy and talk crazy. What are you gonna get? Because they personally saying you're in them files talking about orphan little kids regularly, yo, like not more than one time. You're talking about orphan kids. How the hell are you the president? I don't know what this is right now. I don't know. This got to be a movie. This guy, I don't know what. I gotta pinch myself to see if this shit real. Let it be one person, and they put him on the news, and they say, yeah, he was eating kids and essaying them and doing all this stuff to him. Man, media gonna have a field day with me. They're gonna hang me high. I'm gonna be facing death penalty. I'm gonna be on death row.
Hey, if it comes out that Donald Trump,
if it comes out, it's out.
Okay, whatever. He's not arrested. Let's be clear.
Yeah,
I'm saying, with all of that information, shouldn't everybody be held accountable?
Everybody,
like everybody that was trying to hide it, the FBI, whoever that was trying to cover this thing should be all in jail. Everybody.
You want to know a real head crack? The chick Pamela Bondi, whoever she is, man, right? Do you know she was like the head person over like in Florida when Epstein got arrested the first time? You know he got a slap on the wrist. He got like I don't even know his sentence, but he had work release and he was just coming to the jail to go to sleep. But he should have got like 18 years or something like that. They gave him a slap on the wrist. She was the person that had that shit down there. And she just so happened to be the secretary. Oh, what's her position? She's Secretary of State, right? Pam Bondi, Secretary of State.
That's what, yeah. I thought it's not Attorney General. Am I bugging?
She might be Attorney General.
Yeah, I think it's Attorney General. Yeah, I don't think it's Secretary of State.
But
somebody put that in chat, verify. I think it's
Attorney General. They saying Attorney General. But yo, she.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say she had a high position.
But she was over the joint
wasn't Colin Powell
with Epstein, right? She in the Epstein files. I know y'all know that. Y'all know anybody in the chat, y'all know that, right? Pam Bondi is in the Epstein files. Then their Trump whole cabinet is in the Epstein files. They all friends. He went and got a whole bunch of people that's down with the coke. Let me not say coke, because I don't know what they could do if we say words like coke. I don't even want, you know what I mean?
He said if we say words.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I like the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, I do. I like them. They're a good team.
Yeah, I like how you fix that. But because I promise you, the way they play, boy, you don't know how they playing out here, man. You don't know how they playing. But I just want y'all to hear some of that little. And for the record, real quick, do I got anything else on Trump before I get up out of here?
Oh, let me say this. One thing I noticed that, like what he was saying in the first video, everybody's trying to detach themselves by saying, hey, well, I was just at the party. I wasn't there for. If you were at that party and it was little girls there, you should go to jail too. That's like going to rob a bank and you sit in the car, you went to sleep, your man get in the car like, yeah, I just robbed the bank. You're going to jail, bro.
Especially since y'all already knew about it. And people are coming to find out now that once he was arrested once, y'all still continue to party with him. Y'all still continue to do certain things with him. Y'all should be held accountable because y'all knew what was going on. And if little girls was around them parties, they got the files. And Albert, I know what you was trying to say. I know now what you was trying to say when you said all the files ain't released. Remember, I was saying all of the files was released. They didn't release them all the first time. They didn't give them 3 million. They gave them 2 million files. They just gave them 500,000 more, and 3.5 million files have not been seen, and they trying not to release them.
They have people that they have departments, whole departments going through the files. They have for a few years now, going through the files to pick and choose what is appropriate to release. They definitely all. I just know it, and in my heart, that these people aren't going to be held accountable. And I say that because, I say that because it's so many. And then you start looking at who's going to prosecute them.
Somebody's going to have to prosecute them. Somebody's going to have to do
looking at your own self. You're in this position trying yourself.
If all these countries stay on course, because they opening up criminal investigations in other countries, right? They taking this very seriously. If they keep going the course and going on with it and locking people up and doing what they doing, and America don't get on board, we ain't gonna have no allies.
Well, not even that, Ekim. Think about it. So these other countries have a motive, right, to want to take down the government of the United States. If we wipe out our government because we're locking up everybody, we technically are in shambles. We're in a state of confusion of leadership. That is a prime opportunity for one of these other countries to come in and step in to take over.
Well, it's something like that going on. I think since them tariffs, right? Let me let y'all hear this, because since them tariffs, I can't remember how many countries, but I'm gonna let this guy tell y'all. They're going against us right now. They're not feeling us at all.
40 nations are currently in talks to basically cut the United States, because of Donald Trump, out of global trade. There are 195 recognized nations/countries on planet Earth. 195. 40 of them, led by Canada, banding together to just cut out the United States. So more than 1/5 of the planet working on a way to not have to deal with the United States anymore. This includes our neighbors to the north, Canada, our neighbors to the south, Mexico. This includes the European Union and the United Kingdom.
But it's a whole bunch of people. Start naming everybody. I said I ain't gonna torture people with that, but yo, man, what y'all think about that, yo? Because this stuff I was saying when it was first happening, like, what is the terrorists about? Why are you trying to do this? What's the point? Like, why we can't just be in peace and harmony? But I don't know how y'all feel about that, man, because I don't know. If they cut us out, right? If they cut us out,
go out here and they're trying to go over and take over these nations, I said it. We're going to lose our allies. We're going to lose access because we can't sustain on our own. We don't have all the resources that we are accustomed to be able to operate as a sole entity. We can't do it. It's just not something we can do. And when we're ruining these trade agreements, we're ruining these relationships, that's sinking us for real. Our dollar was already in jeopardy. Our money already in jeopardy.
It's sinking it's sinking dramatically
every day. But what's happening is, and people not paying attention, this president has profited, him and his family and his cohorts has profited billions in just 2025 alone. The crypto, the Coinbase, all of it. They're profiting the digital currency. They're profiting this Trump coin, so that's going to end up taking place of what we're used to as the traded dollar.
Can I ask you something? I thought the president wasn't allowed to make money.
He's also not allowed to violate international domestic law, but that's what he's doing. In office.
I thought the president wasn't allowed to make money.
Not allowed.
And you wasn't allowed to keep your money when you came into office.
No, you can keep your money. You can make money. You're not allowed to profit on actions you take and authorities you hold as president.
Okay.
But that's what he's been doing.
Yeah, so he's breaking the law. I'm glad you broke that down for me, because he's breaking the law. He's breaking the law. And who has the authority though over him?
Senate,
because the Supreme Court, everybody seemed like they
Congress, the Senate has authority.
I want to say, are they like when we talking about this, are they complicit in the crimes? If you're not holding nobody accountable, are y'all complicit? Do we get rid of y'all too? When it's all said and done, Trump got to go, the cabinet got to go, Supreme Court got to go. Like, I hope the country is really looking at this for what it's worth. If MAGA is still out here on their knees to Trump, I don't know what y'all paying attention to, and I ain't even trying to be on no funny shit right now. Or if gas prices is what y'all want to be good, I get it. But there's some shit going on, man.
I've even had access to some information from people coming from overseas that's saying that there are other countries such as, China and Africa that are mobilizing. They are, you know what I mean? That are actually banding together to come up with a plan. Their plans are to attack the U.S.
Well, the
so
U.S.
If our government is falling, right? Because everything's going to trickle down. We're essentially going to have to remove from the executive seat down to majority of Congress, who we can't replace them fast enough in order to stabilize our government after that.
I think we got to do one thing at a time. Like, once we got the president of them out of there, we work on the next faction next and the next faction. All of them got to go, though. Like,
we can't do that because you can't get the president out without the Senate.
If you don't have one person in the Supreme Court saying, no, this ain't right, it's a problem.
That's why we in this mess that we in. And they know this. They knew this coming into this term with Trump. They knew that this was going to cause complete chaos, and it's going to end up with us, our hands tied. There's nothing we can do. Even though you see all this stuff happening, even though you see the laws being broken, even though you see him, basically ruining the reputation and the standing of this country with the global commission, like, it's nothing we can do about it.
It's just sad, yo. It's sad, and it give me chills. Well, it's giving me chills now. Mm-hmm. Talking about it, yo, just thinking like, yo, the people that set the crimes, the laws, everything, they out here breaking the law. Why should, I'm not going to say don't follow the law, but why should anybody follow the goddamn law?
Complete and utter chaos. If this is if that voting for Trump was the worst thing anybody in this country could have done, I still stand by it. He was the one that's willing to go in there and break the law in order to do what he did for these people who wanted change so that they can advance monetarily, that wanted change so they can advance with power.
Yeah, yo, I just think it's terrible, man. And I know we're about to go to war. I've been saying this. I don't know if this is going to be the spark of World War III, but a war is raging. And it's happening this weekend. They supposed to be taking some type of action. But Trump, like, calling for allies. Right now, we don't really even got no allies. Nobody that's really rocking with us heavy but Israel.
Because we're owned by Israel. Put the word nothing in front of Israel. What you got?
Nothing is real. It's terrible out here, man. It's terrible, and it's, I don't know. I don't want to say it's getting.
We're in the shit. It's no other word that I can think of. We're in the shit. We're in it.
We are, yo. We are, and I've been calling this since the beginning, like.
And most people walk around day to day complicit. Because what do? One, you don't know what to do. Then if you have to do something, that's going to make you uncomfortable. You're not going to be able to live how you want to live. You're not going to have the comforts that you're used to. They're afraid of that. They're afraid of making that change and taking this stance that we need to take as a country. But what's going to ultimately happen if we do go to war, all of that's going to come to an end anyway. If this keeps going on like it is, all of that comforts that we have are going to come to an end anyway. We won't have cell phones. We can't make cell phones by ourselves. We got to go to other countries. So what are you going to have as a comfort? TVs, LCD TVs, all this stuff we got that come from other countries. The cars.
Yeah,
what are the comforts we're protecting by being complicit in all of this that's going on?
I don't know. Themselves, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I think it could possibly be themselves. I believe some of them might be in the Epstein files. I'm just looking for really me. When I look, is like for names that's known, names that I know, what involvement with the Epstein. Like, and you know, they cleared Jay-Z. Well, that's what they say, and they cleared Jay-Z. Like a lot of these guys was using his plane for some reason. He was renting out his plane to people. I don't know if Jay-Z rented his plane, but I know they cleared him. But a lot of these entertainers and people was like that, was supposedly renting his plane or being contacted by his people about his plane, and if people wanted to rent it or whatever the case may be. But yo, this is some of the worst stuff I have ever read. I haven't read nothing like this in a book. Like I read all types of hood novels, the most gangster hood novels and horror novels, and
Right.
this right here is by far the worst. They out here doing the same thing Jeffrey Dahmer was doing. And worse.
Way worse.
They out here worse than Jeffrey Dahmer. And we talk about these the most elite people in the world. The richest.
You know what I don't want to hear, though? I don't want to hear anybody that was associated with anyone or anything surrounding Jeffrey Epstein, the people he knew, those people who knew. I don't want to hear nothing about anybody in the entertainment business claiming they don't know nothing. They only took the plane. I don't want to hear that. Because everybody knows when you get in those circles, you hear the stories. You know what's going on behind the scenes, whether you want to open the curtain or not. You know.
I agree.
You know. And I feel like people like Michael Jackson, people like, you know, the ones that tried to speak out, but couldn't speak out because of, you know, threats of whatever. I feel like those things, if people had abandoned together, they could have done something about it.
Now that these files is out, and it's crazy not to cut you off, Al Benton, but now that these files are out, we should be so outraged.
So outraged.
Because of what Mike went through over that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And knowing that he was really trying to save the kids in Hollywood.
We don't know it. It's like, how do you speak out against hundreds and thousands of people who are doing the thing that don't want you to tell on them, you know?
Right.
But I don't want to hear it now that, yeah, we knew, but I only took the plane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's just like, did you see the interview with Nick Cannon and Dame Dash? And he was telling Dame Dash, you know, Harvey Weinstein did a movie for Dame Dash before.
Yeah.
And he said, he was telling Dame basically like, yo, don't lie, yo, you like knew him. You knew what he was about. We all knew what he was about in Hollywood. You knew, and you still did it. Dame said, nah, I ain't know. You see, I went off on him. And I ain't never do nothing else with him. He said, you knew from the beginning.
Yeah, because people talk. You know, when you're in a certain circle, people talk.
Right.
You're not going to say, Oprah, you didn't know what was going on. Tyler, when you got to your status, you didn't get a whiff of what was going on. You ain't going to say that. Whoopi. You ain't going to say you didn't know. Come on. Everybody knows in that circle. You knew what Ellen was doing.
Yo, it's crazy, yo. And she used to be kissing people on the cheek and stuff. And kiss like she used to be kind of, and I used to like Ellen. I used to be like, she's friendly as she's doing
Ellen.
She's doing the most. But boy, when you hear like she was a savage.
I'm telling you, it broke my heart. I love me some Ellen. You hear me?
I'm like, I don't believe this.
When I was sad, I would go watch the Ellen show because it'll put a smile on me because she was that funny to me. But man, it broke my heart. Like, really?
I remember her saying she was leaving the U.S. because of higher taxes and whatever she was saying she was leaving for. But she left the U.S. and just all of a sudden, like, all this stuff started come tumbling out.
Right.
Like, did you know this shit was coming? I think they all might have knew it was coming.
Yeah, I believe
and that's
so.
probably why they needed Trump in office.
Either you
like
serve
this
a
shit was
purpose or
probably
you get
coming
out.
before he even got back in office. They knew it was coming. We need him in office.
That's why they needed him back in office, to try to suppress it and keep it from coming out.
Right. That's what I believe. It's crazy, man. Y'all know that he had something yesterday for Black History Month, right? I know y'all saw some of it at least.
Black artists like Chuck Berry, Muddy Waters. How about Nicki Minaj? Do we love Nicki Minaj? Right? I love Nicki Minaj. She was here a couple of weeks ago. She's so beautiful. Her skin's so beautiful. I said, Nicki is so beautiful. Her nails are like that long. I said, Nicki, are they real? She said, she didn't want to get into that. But she was so beautiful and so great. And she gets it, you know, more importantly, frankly, she gets it. But black leaders from Frederick Douglass to Martin Luther King, right?
Basically, what he was trying to say was how black people love him. How black people love him. And then he had to go get some old grandma to get up
but
there.
Here's the important part that what he said was, she gets it.
She gets it.
You notice how he say that about the people who jump on his bandwagon.
She gets it.
He gets it. He gets it.
I'm trying to understand what's the need for him to get up there and suck off the black people right now, like, and act like, nigga, man, those that's rocking with you, man, I wish them well, man, but
we always, and even throughout slavery, we always had, and you can call them what you want, we always had them ones that get in with the folk.
And so, this what I'm and watch when I play this, grandma, what you say? It made my blood boil.
And they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's going to change crime in the district. If you kill somebody, okay, you take a life, you do life. Just that simple. If you do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off of him. And Grandma said it.
Grandma ain't read near Epstein file. She probably don't even know what's going on, man.
No, I ain't even mad at her because I understand where she coming from. I understand her point, being terrorized in your own neighborhood, in your own home, having to suffer through because of the elements that are going on around you that people are not, that the authorities are not doing anything about. I completely understand where she's coming from.
That don't mean he deserves to be president.
Lock him up. If you do a crime, you're convicted of it. It's proven, true conviction, not the bull crap that they used to do with the black people. But if it's you do a true crime, yes, pay your service. Don't take your time. But baby, Grandma,
that don't mean he a good guy or a good president.
Standing beside the epitome of what you're talking against. You're standing beside a criminal who has been accused of assault, who's been accused of raping children, who's been accused of the very actions that you don't want in your community. You're standing beside him. So just because the devil dresses as the savior doesn't mean that he is actually the savior. He can grant some of your wishes, but that don't mean that that's the end goal that you want. Grandma, pay attention to what you're doing, who you support.
Yeah, because you ain't have to get up there and do that. We understand you want crime down in your neighborhood, but that guy ain't the guy that should be doing it.
Not the one that you need to give credit to for doing it, because his
he a bigger criminal than the people you want arrested.
His motives was to harass and cause dissent and chaos and division amongst the people. That was his goal. It wasn't to help you, woman. He could care two shits less.
Hey, Aaron, they gave up 1 year goddamn rent off.
And probably tax the hell out of that once you get a tax return.
Mm-hmm. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. I tell you.
I mean,
man.
I get it. I want to have the if you're gonna do the crime, definitely do the service. You know, you got to take care of what it is that we're taking care of by law, but make it apply to everybody. You can't tell me you committing the crime, but you want me to be okay with you punishing other people and not even taking accountability for yourself. How does that make sense?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I just wanted to give y'all some Trump news. Not really. I wanted to talk about Prince Andrew, but since he came up that he was arrested, I had to pull up some things yesterday from Trump, man, and just the whole Epstein files is just wicked, man.
It's disgusting.
First of all, did y'all know they talk about 9/11 in the Epstein files too?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they withheld them files, right? You know, they ain't released them to the public. But people seen them.
Stuff is coming out more and more, though, because 9/11 was questionable from the start.
A lot of stuff, it's crazy, and I don't know how true this is, but it seemed like he's like, I'm not going to say a puppet master, but he got his hands in on a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that went on with the government. Ghislaine asking him, where's the real pilot? What? What y'all got going on? What is this that's going on? What secret society is this? Yo, and when you think about it, I just want to say this. When you think about trafficking and all that, right? Imagine if your government could possibly be responsible for 90% of it. Human trafficking, organ trafficking, sex trafficking. That shit sound crazy as hell to me.
How do you think people are going to feel, when they learn that 9/11 allegedly was a U.S. planned event?
And people been saying it, and they said people was conspiracy theorists.
When we watched, and I don't know if anybody remember watching, but I saw the stories of the firemen and the police officers on the ground when they were live, and they said that was a bomb that went off.
Yeah.
Way before they said they were bombed. Like
they said there was implosions in all buildings, and then building 7, no plane.
That was a bomb.
No plane hit building 7. It just went down. So the whole World Trade Center went down. All the buildings. Boom, 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 boom.
But, okay.
Like I said before, don't be surprised if they just initiate, because it's getting hot. It's getting hot on their end with this Epstein files and stuff. Don't be surprised if it's we go to war and it end up being like World War III because they trying to hold a position, and the way they think, they would do something like that.
Coming up out of the fog, y'all.
Just to try to protect their name, and
we're coming up out of the fog. Keep your eyes open.
Please, yo, and think outside the box. Do not let these people tell you anything and you go like, yo, word, okay, I believe everything you're saying. Because right now, they don't need to be believed. I wanted to get into something, yo, and I don't want to keep talking about them. We offer them. Yo, what's going on with the pastors today, man? No, I'm serious. What is going on with the pastors, man? I got an update from the other pastor and some new pastor done got into
He liked doing graphic design, and the guy has a business. So he used to take him to the business to print out things, help him get little orders together. He liked it there.
A mother who Fox 13 will not be identifying says her son's life was changed forever after he began working at Martinius Tyler's print shop.
I thought that was good for him because that's what he wanted to do. And that's when he met Mr. Smith.
She said she never met DeMarcus Smith in person, but she found out who he was after going through her son's phone.
And I opened it up. My heart shattered.
She found nude photos and sexual conversations and reported it to police. She soon found out Smith was already a registered sex offender. In 2015, he pled.
Really is going on inside this Florida preacher's home?
There's a greater intimacy here.
Has the internet outraged? A teenage family member living in his house showed up to school with cuts and bruises.
I was arrested.
But it was what he made the boy do on Facebook Live that now has people calling CPS.
I'm guilty of loving him.
Pastor T.D. McNutt is his name. He's leader of Transformation Empowerment Worship Center in West Palm Beach, Florida. It started back in December when he was arrested for abusing a 16-year-old boy that has been living in his house for years, somebody he calls a son. But it got odd last week when the pastor set up a camera and started talking on Facebook Live.
He reported me for child abuse. Glory to God's name. Well, it said child abuse with little marks and no damage to the body or something like that. Glory to God's name. But that's what he said. He spun this thing way out of proportion and did a whole bunch of damage.
It's been reported, though, that the charges never stuck over the boy declining to testify. We're not identifying the boy because he's a minor and subject of a further investigation.
But this one right here, he has lied, manipulated, turned situations into horrific circumstances.
That young man did not come tell y'all that something happened to him just to be talking.
Remember that pastor's face, because I promise you, this is not going to be the end of this little boy's story.
Thank you for still having a godly character. So I apologize that our son took you through this. I apologize.
The Shade Room has confirmed that McNutt has been reported to the Florida Department of Children and Family Services again after that Facebook Live surfaced. It also has been reported that within the last 48 hours, the boy was removed from McNutt's care, but we haven't been able to substantiate that just yet.
That ain't, what the hell? Our son. That ain't even y'all son. That's your cousin. What is going on?
Nicole, that ain't even his mama.
That's not his mother.
That's not his stepchild.
That's his cousins. Them his cousins. But what's going on in the church, man? And I'm not saying every church, but what's going on in the church, man? This is big. This is happening too often, man.
To be fair, we can't, associate it directly with the church because there are bad actors everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I said not all churches, but this is happening in a lot of churches.
Well, even if it happens in your church, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a reflection of what your church is about, right? So
you the leader of the church? Are you the leader of the church?
Well, I mean,
you're a reflection of the leader, man.
Well, then we go back to Trump because
it's
no
different than the presidency.
Are we all just as guilty because we associate? We're led by a pedophile.
Anybody that's in them churches, if they pastors doing that, should went out of them churches.
Absolutely.
Right, and this is happening too much, man. And then it seemed like mothers is just putting their kids in the care of the pastors and letting people are they mentors or educational programs? Yeah, pastor, he needs some guidance.
Oh,
man.
okay. I see what you're saying, Nicole. She said his real mama was who she was talking about. She said,
"Oh yeah, I saw an interview with her.
Yeah,
I saw an interview with her. The best thing they could have did though was get that boy out of the pastor care. Get him right on out of pastor care, man, and be out of there, man. Because man, I tell you, man, I don't know, man. How do you play that? Like,
so look, this takes us back to a previous conversation. We were talking about being abused. So being that he's 15, 16 years old in that situation, you said that it was no way that he should have allowed that to happen, on a previous podcast we had. So looking at this boy, what do you think his mental condition is and why you think he would have allowed himself to be violated that way?
I said both of the boys, so I'm gonna bring it back to both of the boys because there was two boys in this kid. But I don't want to say that because I'm gonna sound wrong. But both of the boys, to me, seeing them walk, talk, had feminine qualities. I don't know if that's why the pastor might have, had them around or whatever the case may be, but I'm not going to say
feminine or soft, right? Because
feminine.
Okay.
Soft is, we know what soft is. Feminine is when you got a little twitch in your hips. So you got, feminine is like, they both like that, both boys. And I'm not trying to put nothing on them or nothing like that, but they both are soft with feminine qualities. Let me say that. You saw how soft he was talking. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But if you saw him walk and saw him interact with the other brother or anything, you would be saying, yeah, they both, I don't know. But he did what he could do. He probably wasn't trying to fight. He did what he could do. You know what I'm saying? He went to tell somebody. And the charges or whatever didn't stick. They're trying to bring more charges up on the pastor now, which I think they should. Because we know what we saw in that video.
Yeah.
But
definitely inappropriate. And it seemed like he was very intimidated by them also. So who knows what else was going on besides just, abuse. Could it be physical abuse?
Why they even had to sit in the video with him?
Why are you videoing him in his underwear?
Yeah, that's an intimidation thing, though. Like, even when he sat there in the chair and the lady on the side and the pastor on the side.
That's too close.
That's intimidation, though.
True, yeah. The way
when you see him in the bed, did he look like he wanted to be touched?
No. It looked like he was used to fighting because he was
scared, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, but and he's a little tiny boy, look like he's a little tiny guy.
Very, very small for his age to be 15. And when they said 15,
and in your defense, I'm coming in your defense now because I was going against you saying, yeah. He couldn't, I mean, it's not much he could do if somebody try to get up on him, like, for real. He a little tiny joker, but he did what he could do. Right. And that's what I was basically saying. If you can't fight, right, and you ain't, go to the police. But if you ain't going to the police, how are we supposed to take this? You go to the police 15 years later, and we like, what?
But look what happened, though. He went and told, but if they hadn't gone on live.
And they turned him around. You're right.
They turned him around. If the pastor hadn't gotten on live and condemned himself, essentially, you know what I'm saying, trying to vindicate himself, that's a form of psychosis if people didn't know. But, nothing else would have happened. It was because the people pressed it, not because he reported it or his family, saw something wrong. It's because the people were looking at this like, hey, something's wrong. Y'all need to go investigate. And that's probably the only reason that put a boot in CPS butt, because they usually don't go to the people that need help.
And the pastor, he kind of pissed me off because he said, he pressed charges on me for whatever he said, glory to God, and then said glory to God right after. I said, man, somebody need to smack fire out you, man. Glory to God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he go right on where he need to go, man. I tell you now, man. I tell you. But I think we should be more mindful of what we're allowing our children to do. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't want to say trust nobody, man, but don't trust nobody, man. For real. Like, I'm talking about as far as with your kids, teachers, all that. You got to be wary of all of that.
Parents need to be parents. I mean, you brought the kids into this world. They're your advice. You're there to protect them. Do so. You know.
Right.
Protect them to the best of your ability. Right. But I want to hear this this response that Fantasia Husband said. So when we get to that, let me know when we get to that, because that's what I've been waiting on.
Hey, man, we can get to that right now, man, because I was getting to it. I was trying to save it for the home run. But no, we could get to it because, we got more. But so, we talked about that. Was that yesterday? We talked about Fantasia? Or the day before?
I think it was the day before.
But yeah, her father was saying it was a fake cry, bull crap. He's giving back some of the missing money. The Fire Financial Committee says he's probably stole that they couldn't account for. Y'all pray for Fantasia. I hate this for her. And the reason I don't like that he did that because he said probably. Right? So you don't know for sure. You just going off of what you might be thinking or what somebody might have said, and you just running with it. So he said, where will you be if he takes her down? Think on that and get you some business. You following her and all you want is her entertainment. I think something her life, she already had trauma of suicidal issues, and all you do was, God help her, fake ass fans, what the life grabbers. Tell your son or daughter, go get them some entertainment so they can perform for you. Pop's tripping, but she had to come back. She posts his little charges and his little record. He got a case recent as 2024 for it's a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence. And it says Fantasia, she says, I wasn't gonna do this, but this has gotten out of hand. Joseph Barino, I can't even call you dad or father. You are a donor. We have covered for you long enough. My mom and me have made you look like you were an okay man, but now you have come for my king. Tonight I will go live, and behind me will stand all who know you. How can someone steal if I, Fantasia Taylor, is the CEO and my king, Kendall Taylor, is the president of all our companies? Tonight I shall help you finish the war that you started. And then she went ahead and posted mugshot.
I said it wasn't a good idea for dad to do that, man.
Then she went ahead and posted mugshot or whatever. She went in all in on dad, man. And I don't like it. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like it, but husband said something too.
When I met my wife, I was running my own multi-million-dollar company. Period. That means her success, her career didn't build me, didn't shape me. That's because I went to Sunoco Leadership Academy, BMW Black Belt Training, Tuck School of Business, Small Business Accelerator, CMEDI Business Initiative, and had a lot of success and a lot of recognition. I'm grateful for those things because I am a justice-impacted individual, and I had to overcome tremendous adversity and circumstances in order to break a lot of criminogenic mindsets and trauma and behavior that was keeping me living at a lower level than what I was capable of. And I experienced incredible success. However, I wasn't satisfied with that success. And I started going into the prisons and sharing the gift of game and being transparent and vulnerable, helping brothers that are forgotten.
All right. Now I'm gonna take my true, honest opinion before y'all go and everything. I don't like that the family is going through this because nobody wins when the family feuds, right? Jay-Z said it best. But Pops might be on to something. And the reason I say that, right, he said the gift of game and all that in the prisons and stuff like that. Everything he just said sound like something I heard before. That's what niggas do when we programming. When we programming, we doing all the stuff for this, all the stuff for that. We got all the game. Our letters even as my pen floats. Everything sounds different when it's coming from a nigga that's supposed to be, getting, not saying he not getting his life right, but I understand he got a little game with him. And y'all might not see that or understand that, some people, but he definitely got some game with him. He know how to go about getting what he want. He start running off his accolades. Yeah, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, I got this. He know how to run off his accolades, so it won't seem like you giving him nothing. You know what I mean? And once he get in there, it's too late.
Yeah.
And I'm just keeping it real. I know one of the best gigolos, I say it all the time in the world, man. This is the game. You see, he ain't say nothing directly to Dad. He was trying to cover his reputation. Just in case things with Fantasia don't work out, I ain't gonna say, let me shut up. Just in case some shit don't work out with her, he'll be able to use the game again.
A spade can call a spade, can't it? That's all I keep thinking about. I mean, I don't know.
And this is what I'm saying. Dad see him for who he is. Dad see him for who he is. Dad know he got game. He may be at the point in his life where he is really changing and want to change and be a certain type of way. But Dad like, nah, I see you, dog. I got to watch you. I got to watch you regardless of what you say. Regardless of how my daughter going to feel about what I'm saying right now. I got to watch you because I see your game 1,000 miles away.
And this whole story, we're on the tail end of what the Candy and Todd situation was. You remember that was them a few years ago.
Yeah.
Defending themselves against Mama Joyce,
So let me ask you this. So what we saying is that the Pops was right about how he went about what he went about?
No,
I'm not saying he was right. What I'm saying is he might be on to something. I'm not saying he was right about nothing he did. But I'm saying as far as him, what he was saying, he might be on to something.
Yeah. I mean, I can sympathize with what
they got engaged after 3 weeks.
How he went about it is not. I don't like that. I don't think that was appropriate.
Do you understand what I'm saying? When you think about the whole dynamic of the relationship, they got engaged in 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So that gift of
that's a nigga with game for your ass. Yeah, I ain't do it properly. Now you want to do it on the stage, let everybody see, may make it a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, you can trust me. I ain't the one taking the money. I love you for real.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what he's doing.
Are y'all questioning his love? Are y'all questioning if he really love her? She sounds like she really in love.
I'm going to say this. She said her king and this, that, and the third. She said all that good stuff, right? What he said. She willing
to go against the family for him.
What did he say? Think about this, yo. I'm trying to tell you from being around the best niggas to do this shit, right? What did he say about her? It was all about him, wasn't it? When he talked, it was all about him. It's supposed to be, don't question my love for my wife. He trying to clear who he is. Oh, I had this, I had that, I had this, I had that. That's game.
I feel like,
you ain't got to run off your accolades. It's about your love. Do you love my daughter genuinely? See, I'm just saying, Pops is a man. And if he's a guy with game, you see he been in trouble. He was just locked up for domestic violence. He done been locked up before. He's around this shit. He sees guys on the phones and playing a game to get commissary and shit like that. This is, and I'm not saying he's running game. That's just his natural. That's his line right there. Right? If I went to meet him right now and say, yo, I'm such and such from whatever, and I don't know his credentials, he's gonna run down every credential he got because he want to make me feel like he's this guy or that guy. So that's just what he did just now. He wanted the people to feel like, oh, he was already that guy. Nah, Fantasia breadwinner, nigga. It don't matter all the accolades you ran down. She the breadwinner. And if she really got money missing, because she didn't go live last night, if she really got money missing, I'm down with Pops. I don't care how mad you get at me. I'm gonna be watching that nigga from a distance. Then you can cut me all the way off.
Yeah.
Not saying that he don't love his wife. I just think that
I was about to say that they just got too much time in it for me to look at it the way you it sound.
Hey, Fly, niggas will run game on a female. Niggas will run game on a female their whole life.
No. They can. But once you get to a certain point, and we saying marriage, I mean, at the end of the day, now she in it. She in it. So whatever Pop was trying to do, it's over. Baby girl, gone. She in love.
Not necessarily. Look at what happened to Todd and Candy.
She's in love. Candy wasn't in love. Candy wasn't in love.
Let her enjoy her love. Let her enjoy it to the fullest, because not all of us get to enjoy that.
And that's what, and that's where I'm at with it. If she's happy and she's in love, Pop, what we doing? Pops, what we doing?
He's doing what Pops need to do. But
now, understand this, Bees. He got a daughter with a broken heart now. She talking about going live to disrespect her father. Make it make sense.
Yeah, I don't like none of that.
I don't like that at all. It don't look good.
Like none of that.
I understand where he came from, his intention, but doing it on live was not the right way to do it, Pops.
Yo, I was all the way against Pops yesterday. When I saw the husband speak, I said, nah, like I could rock with. I hear what you're saying. I could rock with you, but you just made this all about you. Like Fantasia don't even exist.
Exactly.
She said E. Kim broke Cardi and Stephon up.
No, we just if anybody broke them up.
Anybody can see that was coming.
Come on, man.
I couldn't take Stephon serious, but if y'all was taking him serious, well, good luck. Y'all don't know men for real. Let's be clear. If y'all was taking that guy serious, you don't know men.
I mean, can we trust anybody though? I mean, how many men can we trust though? It ain't but a
let me tell you about
Bees, but Bees, he wearing his on his sleeve. You know what type of guy he is. He ain't hiding it.
But look though, this is what people don't understand about guys like Stephon, right? Stephon, he understand he got something. I don't know if it was in his pants, the gift, the gab, whatever. He know he got something, right? And what he was using Cardi for was like the poster chick. You know what I'm saying? If I'm with you, my stock goes up. You leave. As I'm with you, I'm gaining followers every day. All this stuff
you get all the Cardi followers.
If you should happen to leave, I could go do anything in the world and be able to monetize this shit.
Yeah.
So he understand what he's doing. He got all these girls. The main girl, though, they trying to say is the one that just had the goddamn baby for real. And I'm like,
Kiki, do you love me?
She the main one. I'm like, how Cardi don't know that if everybody else is the main girl?
When I found that out, I said, that's the real Kiki from the Drake song?
Yeah, Drake was in love with her too.
Kiki got the box.
Drake was in love with her too.
My man had it right at the game. He like, man, I'm bringing everybody. What you talking about?
Yo, I just with Fantasia, since back to Fantasia real quick. Well, her situation though, I just want and maybe she thought about it because, like I said, she didn't go live last night. She dropped them receipts and said she was gonna go live. And if she did, I didn't see it. And said she was gonna go live. She didn't go live, but she probably thought about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? How about if I go live and make a fool of my goddamn father and he right? That would be a crushing thing for a daughter. Like,
I would be more inclined to believe that spouse talked her out of going live.
I would hope that's what he did.
I would think so too, B. Like, let's not make this too dirt nasty, man, because it's getting nasty. It's getting nasty.
Yeah, but he wanted to run down all his accolades. I'm like, yeah, I ain't heard none of them things you talking about.
Yeah,
Not
that was
saying
definitely telling. Because I would expect you to be like, you professing your love. Like,
yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do.
You know, I knew she was the one, and we met.
Did y'all watch the whole live, or y'all got a slip on that? Did y'all watch the whole live, or y'all just got a snippet of it? Because I don't say
that was the only snippet they had. And I don't know his page. That was Shade Room.
That's what I'm saying. So we don't know what he said. Let's be clear. He came in professing his love, and they cut the snippet of that part.
But it looked like that was the beginning.
I have to say, we don't know.
First thing that he said.
That seemed like, that's what I'm saying.
That's
That seemed like he just turned the camera on. I don't know.
Okay. That's like, I don't know. But
when
I get what y'all saying.
When you first come on, it's supposed to be like, man, you know, even if how something started in the beginning, y'all been together for a long time. Like, even if you was being honest, like, you know, when we first got into this, it wasn't like that, but I knew I was into her or whatever. And the love grew fond, and you know, I can't see myself without her. Like, you know, how you gonna, like, I don't know, yo. That shit just seemed like that shit was all about you. You're a self-centered type of person. You made that all about you. Dad was talking about he was talking about you. He said some shit about you, but he was worried more about his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't come on and say, well, your daughter in good hands, man. We don't know each other that well, or if we know each other at all. Like,
yeah,
you ain't say none of that.
Not running down what you claim is your resume, because I don't know. Looking at what he was doing before,
it's funny that you say that, but I think you would react different, E.
No,
I think you would react different, E. I think you would have been like, Pop, what's up with you, bro? I know, that's what I'm saying. I know you. I know you would have reacted different.
I'm going straight at Dad, but at the same time, she gonna be involved. Nigga, don't question how I feel about your daughter. Sit down and talk to me as a man. I'm a man. We ain't gotta get on no goddamn cameras and do this. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that. You wanna look me in my eyes and see if my shit real, nigga? We ain't gonna be talking through no cameras and putting it out here for the world. I'm going to go off on Dad just like I would go off on anybody else, man. Like, you start putting my name in something, you don't question me, man.
Hey, you think that's another part of it? When you make it public, it changes the landscape of how you got to defend yourself. Now I got to defend myself. You know what I mean? Like, you just kicked my back all the way in. You made me look like a bum.
You putting people in our business that don't even know me.
Yeah. Sometimes
you making it more than what it is. And then you saying shit like, I'm doing this to your daughter. How does your daughter feel with you saying I'm scamming and jamming and taking money? Like, that's an embarrassment to her.
Right.
Absolutely.
Make her look stupid.
Absolutely.
Like you think she's dumb.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, I don't know, man.
Definitely going online wasn't the best thing for him to do. He definitely should have left that inside the home. You call him up, you talk to him or something, but
yeah, you diss me public. You got to apologize public. What we doing?
Nah, I don't want Fantasia to break up. I don't want her to break up. I want it to be real. Like, I want whatever she got going on to be real. But I'm saying to be mindful of the things that come out of people's mouth and the things that people do. My grandmother always told me, you know what I mean? If somebody show you who they are one time, you better believe them. Even if you saw 1,000 times that, oh, this could possibly be a good person, but they show you that one time, and you're like, damn, they putting on a facade. This is the real person right here. Yeah, I know who you are. No, we ain't gonna play them games. Let me get into this because let me get into this, man, before we get up out of here. I know everybody heard about this, man.
Yeah, I seen the footage. Yeah,
mm-hmm. I'm about to drop something crazy about this, man. I'm about to play the footage too, but I'm about to drop a crazy thought.
This is crazy, bro.
I'm about to drop a crazy thought, bro.
This is America.
You know the grandparents end up getting wounded too. He wounded the grandparents as well. Yo, how as a son, and I don't have nothing against trans people. To each his own. You shouldn't even showed up to your son's graduation though.
The son look happy. He don't look like he's upset. You think that's a fake? You think that's a 52 fake out? The smile?
The son dead now.
He dead, yeah. Right.
So being happy might be forced. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look at the dad arms though. He ain't a bike. Ain't no telling what type of shit he on.
Yeah, he looked like he in the weight room. I mean, she looked like she in the weight room.
Man, I tell you what, man. Where's that, man? I had I thought I had a video. Damn, I had a video. Let me see. But yeah, Pop's out of pocket, man. I'm looking for a video real quick. Pop's out of pocket, dog.
Yeah, only two people got killed though, right? The mother and the son.
The mother and the son, yep. And the grandparents also was injured. Was also injured, but oh, there you go. I see it.
I ain't see that footage, boy. That's the first time I seen the actual gun. I ain't even see that. That's the first time I seen that one.
Yo, I think, like you saying, Trail, the world we living in right now is just crazy. It seems that everything is being magnified, yo. Like, and you can't hide from all the shit that's going on, yo. It's right in your face. It's right in your face. Now, what I wanted to say is, even though Dad killed himself, right? If he didn't kill himself, right? Would he be able, being that Trump saying trans people are mentally, right? He said they have mental disability, right? Would he be able to claim he got a mental disability if he was caught and went to jail? Think about that. Would you be able to say, "Yo, yeah"?
You saying would he be able to use that as a defense?
Yeah, the president said it's a mental disability. So would I be able to use this in court as saying, "Yeah, I got a mental disability"? Instead of y'all sending me to the big house, y'all send me to the crazy house, where the meal's gonna be better and I get to walk around freely and get up at my own time and.
Well, it's not been a statute or a case based on transgender being a mental. That's just hearsay. So I don't think
the president saying it, basically.
Yeah.
Another mental patient saying it. So no, I don't think that would have gotten them on.
Because you're actually transgender, they'll tell you they perfectly fine.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking.
Like, ain't none of them gonna tell you they mentally off.
Because the first person that try to do that and they allow
might not be a good defense. The more I think about it, might not be a good defense because it's easy to bring a transgender in there. You know what I mean? And kind of fight that.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get it, but you know, they got so many. You know, I don't even know if they got crime or passion no more. I know
Well,
they
it
got
couldn't have been,
rid
right?
of it.
Because they had been divorced for 30 years.
Man, that don't make no sense, man.
And then it was at a youth hockey game. So who was the youth? The ex? Was it the kid? The son's kids or something that they were there at the hockey game?
It had to be like another kid they was at, because you see one kid, the one that he was hugging, graduated high school already. That had to be a high school picture. That wasn't.
Daughter. I should have got that interview too. The daughter interviewed the daughter, and she was just surprised that it was her father and her brother and her mother and everybody like passed. I ain't get it because it was like kind of a sad video. But I don't know. It had to be somebody in the family playing, I believe. But to kill
You said
your
they've been
son,
divorced 30 years?
They were divorced 30 years.
Wow.
But to
Oh,
kill
he crashed out like that?
To kill your son?
Now, they did mention in an article and in the Times.
It looked like somebody was trying to grab the gun, though, right, E? Like, it seemed like some may have tried to, you know what I'm saying, diffuse the situation and got hit like that. But I don't know. I was just looking at the video. It just looked a little different from the video.
I'm going to just say, if somebody close like that to you, you better try to grab the gun and do something. Not unless they just standing there with it and they just talking to you or something. But if you hear one of them hot cookies go off in the chamber and that thing go bang, what you gonna do?
They said over the years they've had a history of family disputes where she, what do you want to call it? Had faced charges over the years. So I don't know what was going on. They don't go into detail in a lot of these stories about what the dynamic was with the family after the divorce. But apparently there was a lot of stuff going on between all of them. But what sparked him wanting to go kill him or shoot somebody, that's still unknown.
Sad. It's sad, man. I wanted to play these avalanches, but I got something a little better. You know, we had 2 avalanches where a bunch of people died yesterday. 8 people died somewhere, 2 people died somewhere else, but I think I might want to play one of them so y'all can see the stupid stuff people do. And I hope nobody died in this video, but just watch this and watch where the people at. Yeah, that's people where the arrow was pointing at, LBZ. I see you looking like, where are they? Where all of them, you see the kids and stuff going over there?
Are they watching it as if it ain't coming at them?
Watch that.
Yeah, man, it's got to be AI, man.
No, it's not. 2 people died and 4 people got injured.
What?
Okay.
What? They all had to die, right? Yeah?
No,
what you saying?
Just 2 people died. The other one, 8 people died, but people are crazy.
What was that?
It ain't crazy. I'm just saying this just like the video we just saw at the hockey rink.
Oh yeah, people were saying
it's a certain demographic of people that don't know how to get the hell out of Dodge. I'm just saying. Like they sit there and watch,
y'all sitting there,
what's going on?
That looks amazing.
What's going on? Ooh, look at that. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Blanc.
No, you not bugging, Jason. That's what I'm saying. Yo, like the stupid stuff people do.
Why you
like,
running
Hey, Bees, I told you there's going to be some people in Texas sitting in the chair waiting for the UFO. I'm telling you right now, they're going to be waiting.
And you know who they're going to be
waiting.
You know who they're going to
be. Yo.
You know
let me put this up here real quick, yo, for us to.
We getting out of there. I ain't even asking no questions out here.
We got about, what, 6 minutes?
I got PTSD, Bees.
Worst is false and an outright lie, or at best it is misleading, and particularly when it talks about the 10 to 12 phone calls and text messages. There's not one mention of the fact that those to which they could determine were work related. That is a huge, in this court's perspective, that's a huge omission. There's like a statement from the complainant about these 12 calls, making them seem as though they are somehow related to some type of harassing behavior because there's nothing on the other side to say what it may be. And then the immediate statement afterwards is a text message that came after the incidents or later on the 10th, after the issue regarding the complainant's home. So for those reasons, the court, in exercising its discretion, is going to grant the motion for an evidentiary hearing in this case.
Nah, Trell, I see you say his ass cooked. He might
Yeah, it
not
don't
be
sound
cooked,
like
bro.
it.
You ain't just here with the
I
judge.
like that judge
man.
too. I watched that judge a lot. I like that judge.
He
right there.
being fair and impartial. You think that's what they say?
What is this, y'all? Who is that?
It sounds like he's saying, what is harassment? Like, that's basically what he's saying. You saying the 12 calls was harassment? You work with him. How you saying the 12 calls is harassment? It could have been work related. Who's to say what the 12 calls was for? And I get that stance. Like,
no, you gotta understand what he's saying. He's saying
I thought that's what he was saying.
the judge. No, he's saying that, but he's saying it to the prosecution. Like, y'all trying to hold this stuff from him. I'm giving him the evidentiary hearing so he could get all the evidence. Y'all not giving him all the evidence. Y'all saying y'all not letting him know y'all got these 12 calls or whatever, but y'all not saying if they work related. Y'all saying somebody was being harassed. Like, we don't know if y'all lying or whatever the case may be, but what it sounds like is they might be lying and the calls may be goddamn work related. And if it should happen to come out that them calls
here, coach again
was work related, if it find out them calls was work related, he gonna sue Michigan ass. He better. Because that mean they didn't want you there and they did everything they could do to get you up out of that position.
Here, coach again, Trell. You know what I'm saying? Adultery ain't the death penalty for him. Let's be clear. You know what I mean? I think he'll coach again, whether it be at Michigan or it be at Northern Illinois. I think he gets another job. Let's be clear. It's schools out there that could use somebody, I would say, with his experience. Yeah, I don't think it'd be Power 5 probably.
I say
it probably
this,
won't be Bama.
I say this, Flying Trail. He may not get the coaching job, but he may get defensive coach, whoever, like, you know what I'm saying, with a Power 5. Like, he gonna be around. I don't think he going nowhere.
I think he could get a head coaching job out of Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois coach just left, went to Seattle Seahawks to be like a running back coach or something like that. I think he could get a head coaching job somewhere else. There's other jobs out there.
It's definitely possible, without a question. Without a question. But yeah, I think I wanted y'all to see that, so we ain't talk about it. And I was gonna save it for Saturday, Fly. You know what I'm saying? I said I say this for Saturday for a little conversation on Saturday.
It's some interesting sports stuff right now.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of interesting.
Yeah, like an HBCU. Sure could use them right now, bro.
And I was gonna hold list for tomorrow, but since we got 2 minutes left, I can show this real quick and say this nigga, you can put a fork in. This was gonna be for Friday.
Oh, you said Friday. I did say Saturday. I thought it was the sports.
No, this was gonna be for tomorrow. But this guy right here, you can put a fork in him. See, that's how I got around on my case a little bit. The suppressor.
What that mean? He don't want some of the evidence to come out from 20 years ago.
Evidence. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying. So if you put in a motion to suppress the evidence, you go before. It's like being on trial almost. You go before.
But how are they allowing evidence to come out from 25 years ago?
I mean,
like, I'm just thinking about witnesses and
they must have all of how many witnesses they need for a nigga when a nigga got up there and said, yeah, we did it. Yeah, Baby Lane did it. Yeah, we was in the car. You don't need that much evidence.
I was about to say, I would think that would be your evidence. I don't think that you will go get somebody from 30 years ago to say, hey, you said you what? I don't know. I mean, that case is 30 years old. So you're looking at it. I'm looking at it from.
He got
like,
what are we doing in the world?
He been said he did it. You said he did it 20 years ago.
Was involved in something like that. Everybody in the world knows no statutory limitations on murder, on homicide.
Yeah.
So you don't play that game, period.
Or
Talk about
SA,
nothing with
or
no
nothing.
goddamn bodies. You don't ever speak about bodies. The bodies, let them rest where they at.
Yeah, he bugged out with that on that was on Vlad, right?
Man, yeah, Vlad. Them tapes about to put him
Yeah,
under the
he
jail.
wilded out. He wilded out.
R.I.P.
He
to
wilded
Pac,
out.
man. I wanted to get that off before we got up out of here. R.I.P. to Pac, and we done
Matter
came
of
to
fact,
that time.
I made a whole video when Pac got killed at, and I never posted it. I got it. I got it when we was in Vegas recently. I made a whole video with Sub. Me and Sub made a whole video out there.
Yeah, and we had that time, man. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. Anybody that's new in here, man, on Facebook, anywhere. If you're on Facebook, get over there to that YouTube, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. I am Immortal EMS, the Have Nots mascot. And love y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. Hello?
Bees, you frozen? She might be frozen.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
LB's working.
Yeah. Y'all, LB's here working, but that's all right. Holding it down for y'all, the ladies on the Banner Brothers Morning Show. Y'all, thank y'all for joining in. Like, share, subscribe. Keep coming back Monday through Friday, Saturday if you're into the sports. I bid y'all well on your day. Remember that existence is automatic and purpose is chosen.
Hey, Fly Global, Mr. Everywhere You Ain't Never There. In New Jersey, representing the South. Appreciate everybody tuning in today, man. Make sure you go like, subscribe, and share. Follow the show. Another reminder for my Muslims out there, man. Ramadan Mubarak again for all my Muslims that started fasting today. Day 2 for me. May Allah accept all your prayers. Yeah, make it fast as easy as possible, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm back with more, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps unfolding. I just need gotta come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. I am the Have Nots mascot.